Having a certificate does not mean you're a certified newborn care specialist. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. You know it's your favorite girl Devon, and it's all about the babies. I am a newborn care specialist. I've been a newborn care specialist for over 10 years, and I make videos relating to how you can take care of your babies, how you can become a newborn care specialist, pros and cons of being a newborn care specialist, and everything baby related. Yes, everything baby related. We've been doing this for a while. For those who don't know, if you're new here, welcome back to my channel. If you have been here for a while, thank you so much for sticking around. I know sometimes we're being very inconsistent. I promise you video every week, but we are going to try to stick to that as much as possible, especially for 2025. So yes, we are doing this again. All right guys, so welcome. As you can see from the title before, I know that that's why most of you are here, is to learn how to become a certified newborn care specialist, that's CNCS. Right, you know, in the medical field you have a lot of CNA, LPN, RN, and everyone is always talking highly of those profession, but you hardly hear anyone talks about CNCS, and that is something that mm, mm, is very profitable, very much so, because as a CNCS you make the money, a lot of it. So I'm here because I saw some persons commenting on my previous video, especially one comment that said she's thinking about becoming a newborn care specialist, but she doesn't know how to do so, where to start. So she was looking forward to my next video if I could explain the step of what I did, or how she can navigate the road to becoming an NCS, rather as CNCS. I am not yet a CNCS. I am just a certified newborn care specialist. I am not certified with the NCSA, that's a Newborn Care Specialist Association. I am on my way there. I am not there yet, but I got my certificate already. So having a certificate does not mean you're a certified newborn care specialist. Having a certificate does not even mean you're a newborn care specialist, because a lot of small agencies out there are not doing the training that is required, but gives you a little thing as a so-called certificate to say you are certified. You're not. Sorry to burst your bubbles, but you're not. Okay. All right, so here I have some of the institutions that are credible that the NCSA take certified persons and get them certified. Take persons with take persons with certificate and get them certified as a NCS. So they will now become a CNCS, okay? So before we get into it, why would you want to become NCS, or who is an NCS, or what does NCS really stand for, or how does it work? So NCS is a newborn care specialist, someone who takes care of babies. So if you're someone that don't like crying, has no patience, don't want to talk to the parents, cannot deal with questions, is not really someone who is very transparent and soft and nurturing, then you got to stick to your regular CNA and LPN and RN and all those good stuff, because this NCS job takes a lot of patience, nurturing, support, and patient. I can't say patient enough, because when you're dealing with babies, they are not only delicate, but you have to understand that these are parents' joy. You have someone else's heart in your hands. You're catering to parents' hearts. And you know how we go about handling your heart, right? You are very particular about how you want your heart to be handled. You don't want your heart to get hurt. You don't want your heart to cry. You want the best care for your heart. So imagine having new parents watching you every move, ensuring that they have all right to make sure that you know what you're doing. You're being very gentle. You're being very nurturing. You're having a lot of patience, and you're treating their babies well. For newborn care specialists, you have 24-hour shifts, and you have 12-hour shifts and 10-hour shifts. 12-hour shifts and 10-hour shifts are mostly night shifts, although you have some parents who requires a newborn care specialist during the day. Doulas and newborn care specialists, especially past postmortem doulas, can work side by side, but they're a little different. So a postmortem doula, if I'm saying that correctly, can also work as a newborn care specialist. But postmortem doulas mostly works with the moms one-on-one, like an NCS, newborn care specialist. We work with the babies. So from scheduling the baby to feeding the baby, sponge bathing the baby, or bathing the baby, feeding the baby, diaper change, swaddle, all that a newborn care specialist is equipped with the skills to do, and much more. Parenting guidance. Yes, we do give the parents tips on how to take care of their newborn babies, but we are mostly focused on taking care of the babies. Of course, we educate the parents on the things that we do and the skills that we use to navigate and cherish their baby and bring them to into the world, their first couple weeks or first couple months of life into the world, how they can navigate this to make a smooth transition. But nevertheless, our main focus is on the baby. So that's a little background of what NCS does. And if you are still interested and you're at this point in the video, then you're really think that this career is definitely for you. So if you're thinking about getting a certificate to begin with, to get certified, you can look into 5 or rather 6 training agencies or institutions. I never got my certificate from any of these because NCSA become a thing, I think, in 2018, but where I got my certificate from has been around from 2008. So I have a golden seal certificate. So all these places that I'm speaking of now came after the institution that I got my certificate with. I can share the price that I paid for my certificate. I paid $2,100 USD for my certificate. Yes, let that sink in. $2,100. It was only for a day course, and of course you have to pass the exam within that day. If you don't, you have to retake it before you can get a certificate. It wasn't a hard exam, but it was hard. With that out the way, also, if you want to do the course that if you want to do the institution that I did it my certificate with, it is ICT, Newborn Care Specialist Academy, ICT. This is not a promotional video for them. Would I recommend it, or was a service that is for you? I will not say here nor there. Most of us, when we did do this type of certificate, we want to get associated with jobs. That's our main goals. I did not get that opportunity. All my job come from me marketing myself and networking myself and being in the field for over 10 years, where I elevate myself, and now I'm in a position where I do a lot and lots of referrals for persons who is coming up behind me, and I am exposed to a lot of different nurses. I say nurses, well, we call them newborn care specialists that are in different areas and fields, because you have different clientels in our environment that we work. Bring me to my next video that I will be doing about the prices and the pros and the cons and how you can market yourself as a newborn care specialist, but that's for a different video. So if you're planning to get certified as a newborn care specialist, you can, the first institution that I would recommend out of the 6 is Newborn Care Solutions. Why? I see where they are more dominating the social media platforms, and you want to be a part of an institution that is out there, that a lot of persons are aware of, and is really doing the work to get, making sure that their students get recognized and get the clientele that they need. So if you are thinking of becoming a newborn care specialist and you want a certificate, you can always go to Newborn Care Solutions. If this is not a promotional video, Newborn Care Solutions, you know what to do, right? Hello. Angels Newborn Care Specialist. I think this is more of a Spanish institution, but you can also look it up. It will be on the screen, the logo for them. Gentle Ventures also, you can look it up. And the newborn care trainings, the Joy of Sleep, newborn care training, newborn IQ, and that is it. So let us go over them again. I'm going to put all of them on the screen. Newborn Care Solutions, Angels Newborn Care Specialist, Gentle Ventures, the Newborn Care Trainings, the Joy of Sleep Newborn Care Specialist Training, Newborn IQ, and I'm going to also put where I got my certificate from if you want to go the route that I went. I'm going to also fill you in. I'm going to also go back and do a different training with one of these institutions. I will not specify which one, but I'm going to go back and do a training with one of them. All right. So to get certified, become a certified newborn care specialist at CNCS. The first step you have to do is get a certificate from one of these institutions that I've listed. That's the first step. Sorry. That's the second step. The first step is to register with the NCSA, Newborn Care Specialist Association. So you have to join the association. That's the first step. The second step is to be certified, get a certificate from one of the institutions that I've just listed, right? And then there's a few more other steps that I won't get in details with today, but you have to get you have to join the membership. That's the first step. The second step is to get one of these certificates. The third step is I'm not sure the third steps. I'm not going to give you these in step anymore, but you have to pay a fee of $100, and you have to do an exam of 100 multiple choice question and you have to pass that. You also have to do background checks, and you have to do hours. You have to show your hours, you have to do your resume. So there's a list of things that you have to do to get certified as a newborn care specialist at CNCS. Why would you think you need to get certified? Or the big question is, do you have to get certified to work as an NCS? Or do you have to get any certificate to work as an NCS? That's a big question, right? And I'm going to tell you no. Why get certified? Because like any profession, you want to have not only the skills, but the education. You want to educate yourself to the best education there is within your field. So you don't want to say you're a newborn care specialist or a baby nurse. That's not a right term. You can be legally fined if you call yourself a baby nurse. Let me just say that we're newborn care specialists and not baby nurse. But a lot of persons, especially families, they really use that term in the field, baby nurse. It's wrong. So let me just say, newborn care specialist, you want to be a professional. That is our main thing. You really want to be a professional. You just don't want to be somebody who can take care of newborn babies, but when the baby is crying, you're like shushing the baby, and not knowing what's the reason for the baby to cry. You don't want to not be able to educate the parents. You don't want to not being able to teach the parents how to swaddle, how to feed, how to set a schedule, how to create your own schedule. So these are just a few little things that I've been educating in yourself so you can educate others, and the requirements to do so, and just to be professional and be the best in the field that there is, so that you can not only be beneficial from it but also benefit your clients when they hire you. Guys, I know you're listening to your favorite girl Devon, your favorite NCS. If this information is something that resonates with you, please remember to like the video, comment on the video, share the video with a friend, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. And if there is anything that you're thinking of becoming a newborn care specialist, you definitely should be a newborn care specialist. Bye.